Welcome, my loves, to your cosmic sanctuary. You're here with your girl, Elle, the alchemist, and today I want to get into something that so many people have been confused about, including myself at times, and it's what I call the architecture of dreams. So I want to go ahead and get right on into it. So, what I want to do is talk about dreams as a cosmic operating system. Today, I'm going to share with you the complete architecture of how consciousness organizes itself across dimensional realms, also known as dreams. So let's go. So let's talk about the moon. The moon is what I call the dream womb, like a woman. This is the foundational key. The moon is the container, the sacred womb space where all archetypal energies interact and interface. So, where the moon is the subconscious, the sun is the conscious mind, the interface, the ego, the I am awake. The moon equals the subconscious mind, the program, the dream womb or the dream weaver, the I am becoming. Now, the moon doesn't just influence dreams, the moon is the dreamscape. It's the field, the medium, the womb container that holds space for every other planetary energy to play out its patterns in symbolic form. When the moon transits through your 12 houses and 12 signs, it's literally activating different chambers of your psyche. Each house is a room, each sign is a flavor, each planetary placement is an archetype waiting to be embodied in the dream. The moon is cycling you through your entire energetic blueprint, night after night, house after house, archetype after archetype. This is so you can see the pattern, feel the pattern, heal the pattern, reprogram the pattern. The dream is the laboratory of transformation. Now let's get into the personal planets. The personal planets represent your personal dreamscape. They show you family, relationships, your individual story, also called your narrative. When the moon activates your personal planets, Mercury, Venus, Mars, your dreams will be coded with family members as archetypes, personal relationships as mirrors, your individual story, trauma, desires playing out in symbolic scenarios, almost like movies, your own inner movies. Mercury dreams offer communication breakdowns, messages, school settings, siblings, learning, mental loops, misunderstandings. Venus dreams, love, beauty, money, self-worth, romantic partners, how you see yourself aesthetically, pleasure, rejection, desire. Mars dreams, conflict, aggression, rage and anger, sex, competition, physical labor, being chased, fighting, assertion, survival. These dreams feel deeply personal because they're showing you your specific patterns in relationship to others and yourself. The characters are usually people you know, family, friends, lovers, co-workers, because the theme is relational and individual. Larger planets normally are equivalent to the collective dreamscape, global or collective consciousness. When the moon activates your transpersonal planets, Jupiter and Saturn, which are also connected to the personal planets, but we're going to keep it transpersonal here, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, your dreams shift into the collective consciousness. This is when celebrities show up. Celebrities are globally recognized archetypes. Mythic scenarios play out, can be end of the world, what they call apocalypse, mass events, tsunamis, alien contact. Collective themes emerge: war, pandemic, revolution, spiritual awakening, or societal collapse. these dreams may not feel as personal. They can feel archetypal, mythic, universal, timeless. You're no longer just processing your story, you're tapping into the collective unconscious, the shared psychic field that holds humanity's patterns, traumas, and potentials. Jupiter dreams deal with expansion, foreign lands and travel, teachers, abundance themes, excess, optimism, quest, higher meaning. Saturn dreams, test, delays, authority figures, structures collapsing, time pressure, elders, responsibility, restriction, mastery, karmic reckoning. And Uranus dreams, sudden shocks, rebellion, technology, innovation, downloads, awakening, liberation, lightning strike, realization. Your Neptune dreams, oceans, fog, confusion, mysticism, dissolving boundaries, addictions, unity consciousness, illusion, film, music, art, spiritual bliss. Pluto dreams, death, transformation, ancestral, underworld themes, power struggle, obsession, shadow work, destruction that brings forth new life. Now let's talk about the dual mind. Now the subconscious mind, it is the program that runs underneath the surface. The conscious mind, it is the interface. So it's what you see. Most people think that they are the conscious mind, but the conscious mind is said to be just 5% of the operating system, the tiny surface layer where you experience choice. The subconscious is 95%, the program running in the background, executing patterns, storing trauma, looping ancestral code, holding beliefs, driving behaviors, manifesting reality. Now the sun is the left brain or left hemisphere, the conscious mind. Again, it's the interface, what you think you're doing. The moon is the right brain or the right hemisphere, subconscious mind. It's the actual program, what's actually running your entire life. Dreams are and I want you to really listen here. Dreams are the subconscious showing you the code. Yes, most people never look at the code. They just live in the interface, wondering why the same patterns keep showing up over and over again. But when you understand how to read the source code directly, you can edit it. Now let's get into the natal chart. Now, your natal chart is your personalized blueprint. It is your unique energetic operating system. The 12 houses equal the 12 areas of life experience. These are the themes that we experience. The 12 zodiac signs equal the 12 archetypal expressions, characteristics, or the flavor. This is what makes each of one of us. The 10 planets are 10 archetypal energies, drives, functions. Now, when the transiting moon moves through your chart, baby, it activates different combinations of these energies. And that activation is what generates the dream content. Now, the dream is a readout of which house is being activated or the theme. Also, the environment. Which sign rules that house? The flavor. And then which planets are in that house natally? Archetypes present. What phase the moon is in? New, waxing, full, waning. This equals the type of work being done. Now, archetypes show up as faces or images, celebrities or family, friends, significant others. The subconscious doesn't speak in abstract concept. It speaks in images, symbols, and emotions. Remember, it's the moon. Family members equal personal planet activations. This is Mercury, Venus, Mars themes. Celebrities equal what I'm going to call outer planet activations. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto themes. You might wonder why celebrities for collective work. This is because celebrities are egregores, thought forms charged by millions of people's attention. When a celebrity shows up in a dream, you're not accessing their personal energy, you're accessing the collective archetype they represent. This is ancient gnosis, so I'm putting you up on game. The ancient Egyptians were among many ancient civilizations that understood this concept. So now I'm going to dive a little into the ancient Egyptian archetypes. So archetypal psychology made tangible is what I'm going to call it. The Egyptians weren't worshiping gods. I repeat, they were not worshiping gods. They were interfacing with their own psyche, using God forms as user interfaces. Anubis equaled Pluto, death, underworld, transformation, ancestral guide. Thoth equals Mercury, communication, magic, writing, liminal knowledge. Sekhmet equals Mars, rage, war, destruction, alchemy, and healing. Isis equals the moon and Venus, motherhood, magic, restoration, emotional mastery. Ra equals the sun, consciousness, life force, achieving, operating in your higher potential. Osiris equals Saturn and Pluto, death, resurrection, karmic law, fatherhood. When an Egyptian called on Anubis, they weren't praying to an external deity. They were activating their own Pluto, their capacity to navigate death, transformation, and the underworld of the psyche while they were still embodied. The statues were 3D anchors for the right hemisphere of the brain. By placing a statue of Thoth in your home, every time you see it, your subconscious mind is being imprinted with your mercurial energy. You will be training yourself to embody that archetype at its highest potential. The modern equivalent of that is you putting posters up of people who you admire in order to embody their energy, to activate it in you. Athletes, artists, leaders, entertainers, they're all archetypes. It's the same technology, but we had forgotten that it was technology. Now, the right brain equals subconscious, image-based language. Left brain is words, right brain is image-based. So the ancients were more advanced in subconscious mastery. This is because they were right brain dominant, meaning they naturally interface with reality through images, symbol, patterns, intuition, wholeness, embodiment. Modern society is left brain dominant, locked into words, logic, analysis, categorization, separation, abstraction, evidence and proof based. The ancients didn't need books to program the subconscious mind. They had statues everywhere, visual anchor into this reality, ritual, embodied pattern activation, sacred geometry in architecture, environmental frequency programming, mythological stories, archetypal teaching through narrative. So you learn your archetype as a child. Art, symbols, totems, altars, constant subconscious feedback. They spoke directly to the subconscious mind in its native language. Images. Modern society tries to reprogram the subconscious mind with words through affirmation, journaling, therapy. That works, but it's slower. This is because you have to translate left brain language words into right brain language images and feelings. This is in order in order for the subconscious to receive it or to impress it. The ancients skipped the translation and went right into direct upload. Now, everything in reality is symbolic. The world is subconscious coded. You walk outside, what do you see? Trees. They equal rootedness, growth, life cycles, stability, connection to earth. The sun equals consciousness, vitality, masculine principle, life force. The moon equals subconscious, intuition, feminine principle, cyclical time, really true time.